Hey guys, Paula Snow with eXp Realty. We are getting ready to close on this home tomorrow, and we did the walkthrough this morning, and the buyers had asked for all of the weeds to be pulled from the garden beds because they were severely overgrown and full of weeds. So anyways, most of it got done, but this morning when we did the walkthrough, they saw that some of it had not been done, so they requested that it does get done. So I wanted to point out that sometimes realtor's life is not so glamorous, and I figured we could take an opportunity to talk about what sort of things you need to be if you want to be a realtor, because I hear lots of people say they want to get into real estate, and I think a lot of people jump into it because they've been watching lots of HGTV. They think it's super easy, sell a house in a 30-minute, 45-minute time frame, everybody's happy, cheers, everything goes great. Not the case. Lots of stuff comes up. So this is a perfect example. So while I'm pulling weeds, I figured we could talk about what it takes to be a realtor. So you definitely have to be organized. There's a lot of paperwork involved. So if you are not a paperwork type of person, then you might not want to get into real estate. You have to be checklist oriented because everything is a checklist. So from the time your buyer goes under contract, or your seller goes under contract, or you have a new listing, everything is a checklist, and you have to make sure you keep your buyers and your sellers up to date. So I have seen a couple of realtors in the past who said they didn't like talking on the phone. So if you don't like talking to people on the phone, then real estate is probably not for you. Here's my weed bed so far, so I'll keep talking as long as I have weeds to pull here. Let's see, what else? If you are not a people person, real estate may not be for you. I said if you're not organized, let's see, if you don't like checklists, you definitely have to be detail oriented. So if you're not detail oriented, either you need to learn to be detail oriented or real estate is not for you. You have to be punctual. I always tell agents, make sure you show up at least 10 to 15 minutes before your appointment. We are getting paid very good money to take care of our clients. So it just looks really bad if you show up late and leave the client waiting. So if you're not punctual, real estate may not be for you. Let's see, what else? If you really need to not only like people, but I would say, that's the helicopters flying overhead. If you need to have almost a servant's heart where you want to take care of people. So if you are impatient or easily annoyed, and I'm not the most patient person, but I do like to, I am a bit of a people pleaser, probably a lot. I like to please people. So I enjoy serving my clients and just having them enjoy the process and taking care of the stress that's, behind the scenes. So a lot of times we get to closing and they thank me for, a smooth transaction. And I explain it like this. I say it's kind of like in the kitchen, it gets crazy, messy. So we try to keep the curtains closed so clients don't see what all is going on in the kitchen. There's mess, it's loud, there's yelling, there's all sorts of stuff going on, and we just want to make it a smooth process. So hopefully that kind of gives you a little bit of an idea of what it takes to be a realtor. Okay, I am all done pulling weeds from one very small section, and I filled this whole bag up. And I'm very hot and sweaty. So that little glisten you see, that is not highlighter on my neck, that is actual sweat. So thankfully I was wearing flats today and not heels and a dress, so I was able to pull those weeds for my client. And no, I don't have to do that. I could call the seller's agent and request, but you know what? I don't mind going above and beyond, a little bit extra, do whatever it takes. No, we're not desperate for the sale. So, but you know what? Sometimes you just do what you have to do. So that's the sort of mentality you have to have in real estate. Do whatever you have to do. Be kind, go above and beyond. If you have a customer service background, that would probably work wonderfully in real estate. The other thing, you definitely need to be a hustler in real estate. Your phone is not going to ring automatically. So I tell people, until you have your own clientele, you need to get out there, knock on doors, call for sale by owner, call expireds, call your friends and family, see if they know anybody that's looking to buy or sell. If you don't have money to advertise, then you need to spend your hours as if you were working for somebody else to find clients. Not everybody's going to like us. So the majority of clients are absolutely wonderful and we develop a really nice relationship. But you might have that 5%. So, I might have a very one or two difficult clients a year, and I've just kind of figured out it's a numbers thing. So the more transactions I do, the more personalities I work with, and not everybody's going to love me no matter what I do, no matter how much I go above and beyond. So if you're very sensitive, then real estate may not be for you, because sometimes you're going to get yelled at and it's not your fault, but emotions are running high. People are stressed. If their closing got delayed, if their house didn't sell and they've got a contract on something else to buy, then you're dealing with lots of emotions. So you're all sorts of titles when you work as a real estate agent. Sometimes you're a therapist, sometimes you're dealing with divorced couples and you feel like you're the one going back and forth in between them. Sometimes I've had to watch the little ones while the mom and dad can look through the house peacefully. So I've sat outside and played with the little ones in the grass so that mom and dad could focus on the house. So sometimes you're the babysitter. So there are all sorts of different things that you do in real estate. You have to be flexible and you have to be willing to do all of these different things in order to make it in real estate. So if you decide you're interested and you meet all of those items that I just mentioned to you, our brokerage is looking to grow in the area. So if you are interested in becoming a real estate agent, please let me know, and I would love to talk to you more about it. Thanks so much. Have a great day.